Out of the timeout, Macon County has a yard to go. Gammon under center. Handoff goes to Gabe Borders.
He's in.
Actually, that's Zach Borders, and he is in for a county commissioner, Sabre Beauchamp. Touchdown, Macon County. With 1:53 left to go in the game, Macon County has gone up by a six-pack. Eli Gammon on to attempt the extra point.
High jump. Right tackle move.
No, they said offsides.
That's no. No, I don't see that one. Putting his offense back out. He's going for two.
What a huge call right there. So they pull the kicker off. And they're going to go for two here.
Well, they only need a yard and a half.
Boy, you don't get this right here, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Gammon handoff. Borders dives for it. And he's in. And Anderson County can't believe it. That is huge. Macon County with a two-point conversion. They go up by 8 with 1:53 left to go in the game. Anderson County will have a chance to respond.
A college degree can't be earned in just one day, but can be achieved by doing our best together, just one day at a time. From getting a great start with your Roan State Success Coach to learning together in the classroom, accessing free tutoring in the Learning Center, and working one-on-one with your instructors. Together, we succeed, one day at a time. Oh, and free tuition helps. So apply at roanstate.edu now, and let's succeed together.
40.
Back to the OAB Law Game of the Week. Aaron Harvey, Dan Shoemakers, we get set for another UA Local 102 kickoff.
I think I would kick this one deep.
Yeah, I believe I would. 1:53 left to go in the game. Macon County leads by 8. Eli Gammon set to kick this one off. And it's a pooch. And we've got to stop and play. What do we got?
Offsides.
Okay. So it's an offsides on the kicking team. That'll back them up 5 yards, and they'll kick from the 35 instead of the 40. Now, Anderson County, they've got all kinds of people up close.
Yeah, they don't want that onside kick to get away from them.
Eli Gammon set to kick this one off. And this one is going to go back deep a little bit, taken at the 29-yard line. And not much on the return there. Ball will be spotted at the, looks to be 38-yard line. That's where Anderson County will have a hammer first and 10. They've got a minute 46 remaining and one timeout to get into the end zone and get a two-point conversion.
Macon County crowd over there is feeling it. They're feeling it.
Hensley rolls to his left, and that pass sails high, trying to find Wolfenbarger. It'll be 2nd and 10.
They're trying to get him out of the pocket because Macon County was bringing a 4th rusher that time off the edge, coming from the boundary, so they rolled wide side.
Minute 40. Hensley takes a snap, and again, rolls to his left, runs into problems, and throws this one incomplete, out of bounds. And it'll be 3rd and 10. 1:32 left to go.
Yeah, that time they brought the 2 linebackers to the wide side. Kind of a little X stunt coming inside.
Three wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. LaRue in the backfield with Hensley. Hensley takes the snap, passes it out, and that pass is complete by Izzy Small.
First down?
Yes. Well, no.
No, it's 4th down.
Wow, 4th and 1. Hensley quickly takes the snap, and what do we got? Timeout, Macon County. It'll be 4th and 1 with 1:28 left to go in the game. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Thank you for your support over 55 years.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
So back of the OAB Law Game of the Week, Aaron Harvey, Dan Shoemaker. 4th and a half a yard. This could be the game. The Macon County fans are on their feet. Empty set, 2 wideouts to the right, 3 to the left for Hensley. Hensley. Quarterback draw all the way. Hensley's got the first down and more. He's down to the 45-yard line. And oh my goodness, a flag comes out late. And this is going to be a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, that's big right there.
On Anderson County with 1:22 left to go in the game.
Now, the general rule of thumb is you always see the guy that throws the second punch or whatever. Yeah, he threw the first one. You see it on replay, but when you see the second one, that's the one the official saw. Unfortunately.
So to be a 1st and 10. Empty set again for Hensley. 1:22 on the clock. Hensley back to pass, looks over the middle. That's Wolfenbarger. Wolfenbarger with a lot of room. He beats his defender and runs out of bounds to stop the clock with 1:09 left.
Yeah, they're playing that real loose coverage in the back end, not to give up the big play, not to give up the touchdown. But when you do that, you're going to give up those kind of plays right there.
So ball is spotted at, looks to be the 28-yard line. Hammers 1st and 10. Hensley brings his team up to the line. 2 wideouts either side. LaRue in the backfield. Hensley takes a snap, quickly looks over the middle. Ball's popping up in the air and falls incomplete. Trying to find Wolfenbarger again. That stops the clock with 1:04 left to go in the game. Hensley with 10 seconds on the play clock. There's some confusion. Finally sends Small out. 3 seconds on the play clock. Hensley, empty set, looks, now throws it. That pass is complete to Wolfenbarger. He's in the end zone for Sabra Beauchamp. Touchdown, Anderson County. 58 seconds left. And now the Mavericks have to go for 2. What a play!
What a play right there.
And we've got a timeout to talk about what's going to happen on this 2-point conversion try. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances, your small town appliance specialist with big box pricing and a fully stocked warehouse. Oh my goodness, what a game we have had. And we couldn't bring it to you without our sponsors, including McNeely's Creative Carpet and Tile. Remember that there's a special, get 10% off any purchase of $1,500 or more. When you mention this ad, call Carpet Man Sam, 865-481-2544. Also, Dixie Roofing, no job is too big or too small. Give Dixie Roofing a call in La Follette, 423-562-0031.
Here's our 2-point conversion.
Big one right here. This could be for the game. So Macon County wanted to see the formation, and they called a timeout. Again, this timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances, which save with scratch and dent appliances at the Rockwood Outlet Store. 96.7 Merle FM says, go Mavericks. State Representative Rick Scarborough cheering on the Mavericks tonight as well. Says, play hard, stay strong, and bring home the victory. And Anderson County Sheriff Russell Barker as well says, go Mavs. And WYSH AM 1380 FM 101.1 says, hook 'em Mavs. Out of this timeout, Anderson County 3 yards away from tying this game up with under a minute left. Hensley sends Davis in motion from left to right. Now sends Small in motion. Hensley looks for Small, and the pass is batted down. But there is a flag.
Pass interference. He mugged him.
And Macon County can't believe it.
Yeah, they watch this replay, they'll believe it because he mugged him.
Oh, wait, what?
They called offensive pass interference.
They called an offensive pass interference?
That's hard to believe there, gentlemen. That is hard to believe.
Wow. Well, now Anderson County's going to have to try to kick an onside kick. Here's the replay. They got too many players or too many fans in the way. But how can you call an offensive pass interference there?
Well, that's that rub pick play. They ran it last week and called it a rub play. Tonight, these officials must have called it a pick. I disagree with it. I don't think you make that call in a game of this consequence.
It didn't look like a...
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't much of a pick at all.
Because they ran Small on a motion, and then he ran a little wheel route off the motion. So a very important onside kick here, the UA Local 102. Jackson Payne. Here's the onside kick, and it is recovered by Macon County. The Tigers are going to win this game.
I think that's good. That's going to put a fork in it.
There's 55 seconds left. You had an extra point attempt where it looked like Macon County jumped, but they called it on Anderson County instead, and Macon County, with the penalty, went for 2 instead of the extra point. And then on a 2-point conversion try, you had what looked to be a defensive pass interference that was instead called an offensive pass interference.
Yeah, I said, Aaron, there are going to be 4 or 5 plays tonight that we think could possibly be turning points in this ball game. That's the last one.
That's the last play of the game. This one is over. Anderson County's season comes to an end in the state semifinals, and Macon County is on its way to its first ever state finals appearance. They will play next Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time in Chattanooga.
Aaron, one of the hard things about playoff football is you either win the championship or your season ends with a loss. And, these Anderson County players have put so much into this, so much on the line, and you can see the disappointment with these young men. And they've got nothing to feel bad about. They've got nothing to hang their head about. And now we've got some youngins trying to tear down the goalpost. If I was the athletic director, I'd be spraying mace down there right now.
Yeah, that's...
You win with class and you lose with class.
So Anderson County will see their season come to an end tonight. 2 points shy of a state championship appearance in Macon County. And again, Macon County, this was their first home game of the playoffs. And they deserve to be here.
You're getting ready to break that goalpost in.
Yeah, that's...
There it goes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
When a college does it,
it's a lot of money.
Yeah, but they got a budget big enough that they can do something like that. Yeah, what a football game this has been, though. I mean, it was a great football game, and like I said, we got here at 3:30 today to set up all of our equipment, and there were already people waiting in line to get in. And 2 hours before kickoff, both the home stands and the visiting stands were packed. You see Coach Gillum out there talking with his team. and you see the scoring summary, that's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points. We thought we'd see a lot of offense tonight. To be honest with you, I didn't think we'd see that many points tonight.
No. But these are two dynamic offenses in their own way. And it came down to that 2-point conversion try, which you saw Macon County able to get. And now the other side of the goalpost is about to come down.
Yeah, there's a little middle fatigue over there now. You bounce on it, and you just hope nobody gets hurt.
Yeah. So it's a long bus ride back to Anderson County. Coach, you've had a lot of these conversations over the years when seasons come to an end, and how disappointing that is and how tough it is to face those players in the locker room.
Well, the toughest ones are the seniors, because for those guys it truly is over. The underclassmen, they're coming back, and they'll start in the weight room or start their next sport, whichever it is. And but the seniors, for them, it's truly over, and their football career is now ended. And you hate that for them. Like I said, when you get into playoff football, you either win it all or your season ends with a loss, and that's kind of tough. So,
yeah, as scores go final across the state of Tennessee, we'll tell you what we know. Sevier County defeats Oak Ridge tonight, 45-34. Oakland, a winner over Maryville, 21-13. South Pittsburgh defeats Coalfield, 31-6. Marion County, a winner over York Institute, 42-0. Alcoa defeats Sequatchie County, 38-3. Page beats Springfield, 31-7. So we know that Sevier County will be playing Page in the state championship game. Milan beats Fairleigh, 21-16. Houston gives Ravenwood its first loss, 24-21. So Oakland will be playing Ravenwood in the 6A championship. And Melrose defeats Pearl Cone, 14-7. So it will be Macon County taking on Melrose next week in the state championship. So, guys, I've had a lot of fun this season. I've had, even standing out here in the sub 30 degree weather to call our finale. I've enjoyed it. I hope all the viewers have enjoyed it out there as well. Stay tuned. We are going to have one final free medical clinic Friday night scoreboard show, and that'll be coming up following the conclusion of our broadcast. For all of our camera people and Chandler back in the studio, for Brad Jones, for Coach Dan Shoemaker, I'm Aaron Harvey. I guess we'll see you next year.
Hi, I'm Tim Elrod. Over the years, you've heard us at OEB Law say, let us turn your wreck into a check. We still do that for many families, but I want to take the time to go beyond the slogan. I think I've learned over the years, and more every day, that the most important thing for an attorney to understand is the value of being a partner to you. When you and your family call an attorney, you're calling because you need some help. You need someone to pull alongside you and stand with you. We understand the process of the legal system. You probably don't. So it's our responsibility to keep you informed about every step of the process. You're going to have questions about what's going on. What's next? What do I need to know? Our responsibility is to guide you through the process with the information that you need, the answers to your questions, and the assurance that we have your back at OEB Law. You have my word. We stand with you because communication is key.
$1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores, and there's always something new. Like in Hammer's popular ladies' boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammer's.
Over 14,000 neighbors live in fear of becoming sick or injured and having to make a choice between putting food on the table or seeking medical care. The free medical clinic tries to take that fear away.
What do we help them with? We help them with diabetes, hypertension, any kind of medical need that they need that's necessary. And being in a community with the African American community lets them know that we're here.
To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means pulling alongside my clients and process, which can be overwhelming. At OAB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.
Get ready for the ultimate celebration at the Free Medical Clinic of Oak Ridge, New Year's Eve 2025 countdown. First ever ice skating rink. Live bands rocking the stage. On December 31st at 8K Bissell Park, Oak Ridge. Food trucks. This is free to the public because of our amazing event sponsors. Bring your lawn chairs. Ring in the new year with your family and friends. Enjoy spectacular fireworks show that will light up the sky. Don't miss the grand finale, the epic T-Cat Harriman, one-of-a-kind atomic bomb drop at midnight. For more information, go to fmcor.org.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
What does strength in numbers mean to you? At Covenant Health, it means we see nearly 2.2 million visits annually. It means our 13,000 dedicated experts are all working together for a common goal. With over 150 locations throughout East Tennessee, you'll always find an open door to care, because we are committed to being the first, best, and strongest choice for the one number who matters most. You. Covenant Health. Let our strength be yours.
1 in 7 people will need a blood transfusion during their life. That's 1 person every 2 seconds receiving a life-saving product. At Medic Regional Blood Center, we are the primary blood provider for 25 hospitals in 23 East Tennessee and southeastern Kentucky counties. Started in 1958, Medic has been serving Knoxville and the surrounding areas for 66 years. For 1 hour of your time, you can save a life. Visit medicblood.org for more information on blood donation.
What is strength when you're battling cancer? Is it a shoulder to lean on? A voice of hope? Is it confidence in the most available care options? Or is it unmatched expertise answering your hardest questions? Giving you the courage to move forward. At Covenant Health, we think it means all of this and more. For you. Let our strength be yours.
I wanted to continue my education after high school, but my family and I didn't think we could afford it. Then I found out that Roane State has the options to make college possible. Now I'm pursuing my dreams and will make my family and community proud.
Kathy Mae Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy Mae Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
Welcome to the Friday night free medical clinic scoreboard. Coach DJ, Coach Dirk Jet.
What's going on, buddy?
How you doing, man?
Pretty good.
It's been a couple weeks of football, some ups and some downs.
Yeah.
I got some downs right now. My Wildcats roll. We rolled on out.
Well, but that was a good ball game.
It was a great ball game.
I sit there with Blair, I can't call him Jermaine. I always just call him Blair, And then Blair Jr. is about 6 people down, And man, like I told him, I just said, hey, this is a good ball game.
Yeah.
It's a shootout.
It was, man. High scoring game. Super high scoring game. The final score was like 45-34.
Yeah.
9-point differential. But let's give a shout out to the Smoky Bears, man.
Yeah,
let's give them a shout out.
And their fans.
What?
They traveled well. A whole lot better than Oak Ridge did. About an hour versus about a minute.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna lie, that was a low crowd, and I seen a bunch of PAL players there. I seen Tay.
Yeah.
And I seen a bunch of Auburn Springs kids there.
I seen Wartburg Little League coach there.
I mean, there was a lot of people, so you got to think probably a third of that crowd was outside of Oak Ridge just kind of watch a good ball game.
Well, they got a good ball game, and
it was a good one. That was worth my $10.
That's for sure. I tell you what, the culture has to change in Oak Ridge as far as getting those fans in the stands, man. And I don't like it now. Everybody that had a kid out there, whatever, they showed up, but the community involvement in football this year has been less than it's been insane.
But I mean, like I said, that's the first one I made, and I guaranteed I was going to be at that one, but I got to see it firsthand. Sevier County, definitely.
Well, if I had to sit on the Sevier County, I wouldn't have been able to sit on the Sevier County side. They was packed down.
Yeah, the band was something else over there, wasn't they?
The band led the whole game.
Yeah, they just play and play and play.
And I'm pretty sure now our Wildcat band is strong and they're real good. But I looked at the Wildcat band, and they had half their band there. So maybe they're going on vacation for Turkey Day or what? I'm not expecting Oak Ridge to get there.
Look,
but they hurt, man.
Yeah, look, you're playing on day after Thanksgiving. You got to be there.
You got to be there, man. And
plans change.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd have liked to have been playing tonight too myself, but
one more game to the state.
Yeah,
one more game to the state,
and fixing to go into the new region there, new classification.
That'd been great to get to the state championship prior to moving up to 6A.
I mean, but hats off to them. All them injuries, and I seen Presley show out tonight.
Yeah,
Howard showed out.
Yes.
Both of them coming off deep injuries. I mean, I didn't think we'd see Howard anymore.
Yeah, me neither.
I didn't figure we'd see Presley, you know, and then, they didn't see much of him last week. But, hey,
yeah, shout out to Smoky Bears. Let's take this call, see who's on the line. Thank you for calling Friday Night Scoreboard. Who's on the line, caller?
It's Don Davis. How's old Derek Jet doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Hey, bud. What's happened down here in old Bacon Town?
Man, it looks like they're carrying the goalpost out and going to throw it. I don't know if there's a river down there or what. They're fixing to throw it. They about to throw it in a cornfield or something out there in Macon County.
You're stressing me out, old boy.
Hey, I hope Macon County got the money to replace that field goal. That's expensive.
They can't with the way that old field bows up and down the middle. Hey, I wish Andrews County went on and carried it on, but bad officiating, in my opinion. I'll let y'all talk about it, and y'all let me know what you say.
All right, thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah, and then this goes, straight to Anderson County game. They was leading most of the game, it seemed like. And then I look back up, and you got Macon County leading, and then Anderson County punched it in for a touchdown, 2-point conversion. That gives them a tie ball game to go into overtime. Referee throws a flag for an offensive pass interference.
Right.
What?
Yeah. Some home bacon down there in Macon County. Boy. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, but Goalpost took the pressure on that one. What I liked the best is the football players are carrying the goalpost off the field.
They was chanting.
Yeah.
I wonder if they got it in order. I wonder if they passed that up the chain. Say, hey, if we beat Anderson County,
oh, it's coming down.
It's coming down, baby.
Yeah.
How about that?
I ain't seen a goalpost broke since Clinton beat Oak Ridge, 30 years ago.
Yeah. That's wild, man. So that's crazy. Anderson County had a great season. I did expect them to win that ball game, and I figured they'd win handedly, and they'll be on their way in Chattanooga playing at 11:30 next week on Saturday. But Macon County took care of business there. It could have been bad officiating. I'm going to go back over that game and research it more and see what happened. But I really thought they would take care of business there and win that ball game and be on the way to state.
Yeah. And I kind of feel like about that I'm gonna have to speak on the Will Presley. I'm going to go back to Oak Ridge real quick. The waving at the camera, that might be the problem with having them there, I mean, obviously the kid burned him by 20 yards. He ain't nowhere. He wasn't taunting nobody. He was just waving at the little pretty camera girl sitting there,
Right.
I kind of thought that was a bad penalty, and that was a missed extra point.
And they missed that extra point.
They missed an extra point right there.
They sure did.
Backed it up a little bit.
Well, they got two right there.
Yeah.
They got two. They got one on Presley.
Mm-hmm.
Then they got one on Malik Howard.
Yeah.
Same time. So
and that Malik Howard catch was beautiful. I don't know what all I seen him do was just catch the ball and run to the sideline. I didn't see him taunt.
No, this was the play that Presley waved. Yeah, they got two penalties there.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, so they got two penalties. They got an unsportsmanlike on 2, unsportsmanlike on 3.
Oh.
And one of them was, and then what's the rule on that? They said one of them was going to be assessed on the extra point conversion, and the other one was going to be assessed on the kickoff.
I thought you just take one.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
They both got a warning. That was the first warning for unsportsmanlike, and they accessed. I was like, well, come on with the rule book, baby.
I heard that. I didn't see what Howard done, but I mean, all I seen was a wave at the camera.
Right.
And it was.
He was by.
He definitely wasn't taunting nobody because they wasn't nowhere near him.
How about Will Presley, man?
He's nice. And way to get him back. Way to have Howard back. You got your weapon. And I thought when help me with his name, number 8, Porter.
Yeah, DeMillion Porter.
That kickoff return.
That big one.
Right after a big touch. Done.
Then they go. They had doubles one side, doubles. They had doubles on each side. Most of them out the backfield. And now he's the wide receiver to catch the pass for the touchdown. Shout out to Daylight. DeMillion Porter has carried Oak Ridge on his shoulders for the past.
He carried them through the hard times.
Yeah.
And then showed up during the good times.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sophomore.
Yeah. Whoa. What's Presley, a junior?
He's a junior. Blaine Stansberg, quarterback.
Junior.
He's a junior.
Howard's a sophomore?
Howard's a sophomore.
Whoa.
Yeah. And
I give them a bunch of crap about going 6A, but I mean,
they're young.
They're going to be good.
They're going to be good. And I got a printout of the schedule. I mean, besides Maryville and Bearden, I think they beat everybody else. They got Farragut, Central. Not Central, Bradley. Is it Bradley Central?
Yeah.
Another few. I think they get into the playoffs. And
I do too.
Yeah, I think they get. It's going to be hard because it's 7 teams in that region. So, but I really think they get in the playoffs. And if Coach Rain, dials it up like he did this year, they got a chance to make another deep run first year in 6A. So, super proud of them.
He's a winner when it comes to playoffs.
He is, man. And I told him after the game, Coach Rain, thank you. They counted you out from day one, but
they did.
They counted you out from day one. Thank you. And he's
every week I hear at work, around town, Oak Ridge they ain't got nothing from men. They ain't got. they give Sevier County everything they had.
Everything.
And looked a whole lot better than West did against them.
Oh, yeah.
So,
oh, yeah.
I mean.
What, West put up how
I
many
give
points?
them credit. Oak Ridge did what you got nothing to hang your head on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
and shout out to those seniors, man. Anderson County, Cofield, even Oliver Springs, who didn't make it to the third round. Oak Ridge, shout out to those seniors who did such a great job. A lot of those kids in Oak Ridge I've had the opportunity to coach that are seniors, some in Oliver Springs that I've coached as well. But shout out to those guys, man. My son being one, number 76. Started out playing football because he wanted to hang with his buddies and his cousins, right? And he turned out to love the game, become a starter, become a force up front where two people's got to block him every play.
Yeah.
And hugged him and held him for a while after the game just to tell him I love him and great job. Last play on Blankenship Field, man. So
I ain't gonna lie to you, the defense coordinator from Clinton, which you know, Jason Leinert, he give big props to your boy and the rest of the line there on that McMinn County.
Yeah.
Said they couldn't do none of them big old boys.
No, man.
You know, and Sevier County barely did. Man, I want them to win. I'm a Bobcat, man, but I got some Wildcats out there that I love, you
Absolutely.
know, and I was come on, boys.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I got fired up.
Man, they look good, man. They look good. You know what? I was in the stands at one point, and I'm standing up because I'm excited about the game.
Yeah.
And I had a fan behind me to say, Pendergrass, sit down, just sit down.
No.
That's a problem. I sat down.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking around, and I'm the only fan standing up.
Right. Yeah. I can remember going to Oak Ridge games. There'd be 100 people outside the fence standing. There was one.
Yes.
And there was plenty of room inside. Shout out to the gate crew at Oak Ridge. I walked out about 2 minutes left in the first half, and to listen to the radio.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to listen to what Cofield was doing.
Uh-huh.
I was watching, listening to Cofield, watching Anderson County, keeping up with Oak Ridge and that lady said, well, you know you can't come back in here till the beginning of the third quarter. And I said, well, what if I had a kid in the band, you know? I mean, it ain't like I'm sneaking in here or nothing. Good job on your memory, because you can remember if I'm coming back in, but you can't remember if I just got there. But shout out to Oak Ridge on that. I ain't never, you know, I guess it's because I'm so used to being in Oliver Springs. Everybody's like, oh, there's Jed. He's going.
Yeah, there he is.
He's in and out all night long.
Well, I got to ride my rivalry playoffs. So Mark Packer hooked me up tonight. I got some swag from Mark Packer. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. But rivalry playoffs, man.
But what a game for him, too, and a game for Brad. I mean, you could BB Communications right there in Anderson County making 45 to 43.
Yeah.
Then you got Mark Packer had Oak Ridge, Sevier County, which was a great game. And 9 points don't tell the tale.
Right.
You know, the only thing about Oak Ridge was it seemed like every time they got moving a little bit, penalty.
Yes. Yeah.
1st and 15.
Yeah.
Playing behind it.
Yeah. Playing behind the sticks. Yeah, and you got to make up for it. The good thing about them they are a team that can make up for it, right?
Right.
So I know, and I talked to LaDanian after the game. Well, I was doing the talking. He didn't have much to say. He was just, Dane got burnt, man. He was on the island by himself, man. 80 yards to go. It seems like they had 80 yards and nobody over top. They called a good play. And Dane was right there with him. It seemed like step by step, but time that kid caught the ball, he caught it in stride, and he just took off after him, man.
Yeah.
So I feel bad for both of my sons, one for being a senior and one for thinking the ball game was lost on his time. So
no, he keep your head up, man. I've seen Dane make some big plays, and you're gonna have that play sometimes. You know that I'll have that in back. You know what I mean? But hey, next time he makes that play,
absolutely.
I've seen it.
Absolutely.
I've seen it, so he'll be all right.
I remember years ago.
That didn't change the game.
It didn't, because 2 more touchdowns happened after that.
Right, and it went to the other side, and Dane, you just keep your head up.
Yeah, son, keep your head up. Quayu Graham texted me and said, tell Dane he had a great game.
He did.
And that particular route that he had to cover there is one of the hardest routes to defend.
Right.
So get bigger, get stronger,
Especially when
get
they're just
faster
running
next year.
and running and running and running. You don't think, man, who's going to throw the ball 80 yards?
Right. They got him.
They good call on the Sevier County side, you know. No, they notice there's no safety help. He's on an island.
Go.
You know,
Time
it is
to
what it
do
is.
it now, yeah. So, but that's all good, man. Shout out to the Smoky Bears, man.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, they was playing Powell in a game that we thought 24-10, 4 minutes to go in the ball game is over. Come back and win 25-24. That game was over. Then they pivot, take a step to West, and the game's over pretty much. If West can make a stop, they make an amazing play down the field, score a touchdown, and send them to overtime.
Yeah.
2 overtimes.
Then you had the controversial, you know,
Half a yard.
Just a tip. Just a tip.
It was the right call, though.
Yeah, it was the right call.
It was watching it over and over again, trying to say that they did something wrong. That referee did a good job on that.
You got to think about this. You just beat the you beat the state champions 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And then you beat then up next
The
is
back-to-back
champions. You
Yeah.
beat them.
Yeah.
And then you got to roll into Oak Ridge. And
they brought their fans.
They did. They're excited.
Yeah.
You know.
Congratulations, Smoky Bears. It's a great game. You know, Cinderella season is what they're calling it.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I was there, and I heard their fans cheering, and I heard Oak Ridge fans cheering too. But then, you know, they're quick to put them down, you know.
It was a lot of chatter in the stands and I normally don't sit in the stands. I had a couple friends come in, and his dad was there, so we went and sat in the stands. All I heard was all I heard was negativity, dude. Like, all I heard was negativity in the Oak Ridge stands, and that's just not a good thing, man. The culture in Oak Ridge has to change. People need to come to the game. You need to root for them. You don't be so negative. Have you ever heard only one apple can ruin it for the whole batch of apples, right? So if there's just that one negative vibe, that vibe can spread. And it can spread like wildfires, man.
Yeah, you can put an apple with a bruise in it with a batch, and that batch is gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Flies start fleeing, and then fruit flies start taking over, and then they you know how they are.
Exactly. Yeah. So,
anyways,
Cofield. Who they wound up playing? South Pittsburgh.
South Pittsburgh.
What was that final score?
31-6.
31-6.
And you know, and it was close. And they had their chances. It was Cofield went down. I think they got the ball. I didn't catch it till I was coming out of the game for a minute, but you know, South Pittsburgh's first drive, they went down and kicked the field goal. They got within first and goal, and Cofield held them out, kicked the field goal. Cofield got the ball back. Can't remember exactly what all happened, but South Pittsburgh went right back down there again and held them out. Then it just kind of snowballed.
Yeah. South Pittsburgh's a great team.
Yeah. And you know, and a lot of people's, it ain't the same team Oliver Springs play. I'm tired of hearing it. You know, it is what it is. Same quarterback running the ball, same running back running the ball. Yeah, it's they're tough.
They're tough, dude.
And they're all new.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, that Cooper kid's a sophomore.
Wow.
And
wow, 2 more years of that.
Yeah. And he's tough.
Wow.
But they had their chances. I mean, Cofield missed that field goal there, tied 3-3. Shout out to Jack. I mean, you know, what I heard on the radio, bad snap, bad hold, good kick, but just fell a little short. But
yeah.
And then it just started snowballing. And then you got, you know, the score don't dictate it. I mean, dictated it. Cofield went for it on 4th and 8. I don't know what, the 30. You know, they didn't get it. That's his first score. I mean, so that's
on their own 30.
Yeah, with about 8 minutes left. I mean, he had to.
Yeah.
I give him that. And shout out to Benson. I mean, he took all the credit. I didn't have the kids prepared and have them ready. It's my fault.
Yeah.
Don't put these on the kids, and so.
Shout out to Coach Napier.
Yeah, I mean, and Luke Treese went out with, I think, 110 yards, a touchdown. He threw a pick late. Don't count that one. He's trying to get the ball down the field,
Right.
But the key thing to me was where was Jaden Bunch? After the third play of the game, nobody ever seen him again.
Really?
So, speaking with my son, we're talking about the game. Of course, he's at the Oak Ridge game, supporting his boys.
Yeah.
And he said that he thought that there was a play in the Auburn Springs-Cofield game where Jaden Bunch had something happen.
Right.
He doesn't know what happened. He thinks it's a sprained ankle. I'm just speculating. I would love for somebody to call in and let us know, because all night long on the radio, they were like, well, we're going to find out what's going on with Jaden because he ain't in here.
Huh.
But shout out to Double Deuce, Hayden Hedrick.
Heady man.
Come in with 13 carries, 46 yards.
Nice.
Didn't even know he was going to be playing like that.
Right.
And I don't know how many times I heard his name on defense.
Sophomore.
Yeah.
Shout out to Heady man. That's awesome.
He done. But like Benson said on the radio, next man up.
That's right.
46 yards, 13 carries. It's not bad.
Yeah, that's right.
And,
that's right. And
I don't know how many tackles. I kept hearing Hedrick. Tackle Hedrick. So
shout out to Heady man.
Yeah, he done good.
Nice. Good
but
job.
I would like somebody, if they're out there watching. I know a lot of people I thought last week was the last show. But if you're not watching, if you are watching, here's something on Bunch. I mean, I don't want him to be hurt.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't want any kid to be hurt, and I know it killed him not to be out there.
Absolutely. Semifinals, Final Four, dude. There's only 4 teams playing in 1A. 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A. 4 teams playing in each division. And, I know that killed them out.
Shout out to York on their season, but they got boat raced.
Did they?
42-0, I'm pretty sure.
Woo-wee.
Yeah. I mean, shout out to them. I seen them over the summer. Good group of humble kids.
Wow.
I picked them.
So in East Tennessee, thus far, there's only 1 team remaining, and I bet you can't guess who it is.
All I can tell you is 4A, there's a tornado coming.
My goodness.
Macon County better enjoy that goal post. You get back there next year, there's a tornado coming.
No surprise there.
No, they're
on their way back.
What
to
was it, 38-3? Sequatchie?
38-3.
Sequatchie. Shout out to them. They beat South Pittsburgh. They beat Cofield. A couple single A schools, and they got there. But that tornado's tough. They tear it up.
That's rough, man. Tornadoes are bad boys, man, and they year after year. So now they can't say nothing about classification. They're moving up, going to 4A next year. So they have their rights to Anderson County, Gibbs. And the rest of those bunch over there. So
they can see Greenville in the 3rd round. Well, when Anderson County gets there.
I mean, I've seen their schedule. I can't predict it, but they're on their way back in 4A next year. They're moving right on up, and they're doing great, man. Just great athletes, great coaches, great. You know what the best thing about Alcoa is? Their fans.
Yeah.
They show up.
Yeah.
They're coming to the game. Right? Oak Ridge. You have a video board. You have a video production in your school. It's a class. I took it. That's how I got into college. College credit hours go straight to college. You should utilize that video board. That way, when you have rivalry playoffs there, you can see replays and stuff. If you want engagement in your crowd, people to show up, Let's do something for them. Every time there's a timeout or a break, you need to bring the chess club. I don't care what club, bring somebody out. We need to figure out how to get the community involved to the games. And don't blame it on TV. I don't want to hear that crap. It is a culture that people have. The game, the Alva Springs versus Cofield game, when it was on TV, there was not a person not there. Every game that I've been to that's been on TV, except for Fulton, that was a Halloween night, though, people are in the stands. They're cheering their fans on. Anderson County, one of the most exciting atmospheres I've ever been to in high school football. Our community as one has to come together at some point and cheer these guys on. You couldn't even tell we had fans over there. Not only was it it was more than normal, but it was bare, still somewhere to sit. Shouldn't be anywhere to sit or park.
No.
But their fans on the other side was the only thing you heard.
Yeah. When you can sit down at the bank anywhere you want to sit, you know what I'm talking about, the bank.
I know what you're talking about,
First
baby.
walk into the left.
Yeah.
I'm not an Oak Ridge guy, but I've been to enough Oak Ridge games. That thing was always full.
Loaded.
I walked straight in, straight to the gate, straight to the fence, stood right behind the goalpost. Walked around the corner, stood next there. Walked around the corner. Every time, you know me, I paced.
Yeah.
Ain't got nobody out there but a few of them. Pacing, watching. I mean, I don't know. They got to, and you got to admit, there's 8 kids that should be playing at Oak Ridge. Well, guess what? They're all there watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can help.
Be a good time to reach out to them.
Come on,
especially since we're fixing to get this transfer rule.
Come on, baby. Is that, you think that's going to go through?
I think so. I think it'll go through. I think it'll go. I bet there'll be stipulations. Like the number one I've seen is you can go after a freshman. I mean, you can't be a senior and be like, oh, well, deuces.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to be able to do that.
You can't be a junior about to be a senior.
Tennessee's always holding back.
But you know what, though? I don't think that's going to roll over well. You're going to get somebody going to talk about they're going to sue. I don't know if they can sue, but you can't tell me that a kid that's a freshman can transfer and be a sophomore, or a sophomore can transfer and be a junior, but the junior can't transfer and be a senior. Like, I don't think that's going to roll over well with the people. Right, with the people.
Yeah. Well, I know you can go out to Clinton High School and go right past it where the new softball field is, and right across the street's 2 houses being built.
Yeah.
I said it's going to be a left tackle and a wide receiver. It might all turn it into a duplex, man. Now we got 4 families. They trying to keep up with the Joneses over across the bridge.
Well, I tell you what.
I don't know, man. If they do open that up, you think,
the rich gonna get richer.
We're sitting here thinking, Oak Ridge has got Will Presley back. We got Malik Howard back. We got. Oh, wait a minute. We can transfer. I wonder who's looking for a quarterback. Who's got a wide receiver spot.
Who's looking for a tight end. Who's looking for a defensive end.
Right. I mean.
And it ain't gonna affect nothing.
Nah.
I can just get my transcripts and go.
I mean, just buy. How are they going to have to stipulate that? I mean, I know other states do it, and, it's like that show I told you I watched, that guy that came all the way back in COVID. He's a quarterback from out of California. California shuts down high school. All of a sudden, parents divorce or they're legally separated. Mom makes all the money as a lawyer out in California. Dad moves to Valdosta, Georgia. Kid shows up, plays 2 games. Other teams in the community starts complaining. He goes up to a 6A, 7. I don't know how many A's they do in Georgia. There's a lot,
Yeah.
He goes to the bigger school, and everybody's like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
And he's already going, but he wanted to play his senior year, and that's what's going to happen. It's fixing to happen. And if it does, that's terrible. What's going to hurt is the small schools.
The rich going to get richer.
You can let's just take Oliver Springs for example. I'm a Bobcat, don't want to see it happen, but who wouldn't want a 6'4" senior wide receiver? Who wouldn't want I mean, they're going to pick it apart if they want to. Now, do you stay and be loyal, or are you kind of like Cofield at single A and winning breeds people coming in?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you got to think, let's just go for Auburn Springs for you. Let's just stay on for a minute. We're losing 4 seniors on the line. Kid up here in Clinton's like, and I'm not speculating everybody, but I'm just saying, kid up here in Clinton's like, you know what? I'm tired of this.
Yeah.
Or let's just say you're a big sophomore lineman out in Harriman.
Yeah.
Would you rather stay in Harriman where you're fixing to lose a lot? Would you want to go to Kingston? If you can transfer, hey, let's go to Kingston to play.
Yeah.
Or let's go down to, or hey, if you're a quarterback from Harriman that's about to be a senior and you know you're all you got, hey, Cofield just lost the senior quarterback.
Yeah.
Ain't really got, nobody coming in behind it. How about I just jump out to, even the small schools are going to start taking a beating, shifting around. I mean, this happens.
The rich going to get richer.
Yeah, and I'm not
talking
it's
about
just
money.
Speculation.
I'm talking about the rich cultures.
Right.
The Cofields, the Anderson counties, the Beardens, the Alcoas, the Catholics, the Marivilles, the rich cultures are going to win off of this.
Right.
They're going to win off of it.
Well, I seen a thing today on the internet. I'm not going to say the school, but they're fixing to go play their tournament game, and all of a sudden they're like, "Hey, we're looking for money for breakfast on Wednesday, Thursday after the game. Money here, bam, 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 bam. Money. This is a single A football team. You know what I mean? Like, imagine if it was Marable.
Exactly.
I mean, they got the
exactly Catholic.
Yeah.
Alcoa.
Bring them on in.
Anderson County.
Right.
The rich culture.
Alcoa is a city school.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to go off the rector here, and you tell me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
All right. Here's how Clinton fixes their problem, and I've been harping on this for a long time. Here's how they fix their problem: is you suck it up,
right,
and you name Clinton High School a city school.
Because they're county.
Because you got North Clinton, South Clinton. All these schools are all city schools.
Right.
The middle school's a city school.
Right. But
So now you name Clinton High School a city school.
Mm-hmm.
Automatically, all these people from Dutch Valleys, they can't go to school there. Then you go out to Dutch Valley, and you build onto their elementary school a high school. Make it can't do K through 12, but a AA school.
Right.
So all the kids from Dutch Valley, Marlow, all that, now go to Dutch Valley High School.
Right.
The Patriots.
Right.
They're Dutch Valley's the Patriots out there,
Yeah.
And only people that can go to Clinton is the city. So now you're probably going to bring it down to about a 3A school.
Right.
Kingston.
Right.
Now you're competing.
Exactly.
You got Anderson County keep their 5A. You got a 2A. You got a 3A.
Mm-hmm.
You got a 5 or 6A in Oak Ridge in the county.
Yeah.
That's
a good idea.
It is. I mean, because at one point in time, I do remember a few years back when I was at Norwood, they was talking about a high school being at Grand Oaks, which I think you should take it out to Dutch Valley.
Right.
So all those kids, Frost Bottom, Dutch Valley, Smith Road,
Smith Road,
that's a place to go.
Right.
And I'm not political or being mean or anything, but that Clinton City team would be
outstanding.
Just considering you take, say you got Laurel Road that splits Anderson County in half.
Yeah.
This half of Laurel Road up to Oak Ridge, Auburn Springs Highway goes to Clinton.
Yep.
You come on out to South Clinton,
Yep.
in our area and to the bridge. But everybody, you can go to Anderson County if you want to,
Mm-hmm.
but keep that city and make them down.
Yeah.
That'd be tough.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's something I've thought about, but of course that's another job, another principal job, another teacher, another jobs.
Absolutely.
I don't know how Robbie Harrell and them boys think about it over at Clinton, making it a little smaller school. But I'm just telling you,
that's a good idea
because they've already tried. I think they finished out. I think Clinton. I don't know why I got on Clinton Key, but I think they finished 10 kids short of going to 4A. Which, I mean, you don't want to go to 4A. Now you got, especially now.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
But that 5A region.
But that'd be okay in their region. Because now they got Campbell County, Illinois City, and Carnes.
But then they got Halls, West, Powell, Central.
Yeah, on the other side of that.
Same region.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can guarantee you 3 of those are going to the playoffs every year.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, exactly.
So y'all going to have 5 fighting for that final position, which is Clinton get there. I mean, I've heard a lot out of Rocker Arms, and we know Rocker real well.
Yeah.
And I've heard people from Clinton say that was don't take away from Bryson Maddox.
He's a bad boy.
But Rocker set a record out there in Clinton with sacks.
Yeah, he did.
And I think he had 80 something, up to 80 tackles.
Yeah.
And I talked to him at the coach. He's so humble. He said, I just want the ball a little bit more.
Yeah.
Understand.
Yeah.
He's coming in his senior year.
Yeah, exactly.
So
exactly.
And I've heard people out there that's one of our best players on the team. So
can't say it ain't.
And get a couple of linemen in there. You still got your big wide receiver. Still got your quarterback.
Does the transfer portal hurt or help Clinton?
Who they gonna hire? This is the thing. They should have hired somebody before they got the region schedule. I feel like.
Yeah.
Because somebody now you gotta.
I heard they was going to announce it soon.
I hope they need to.
They said after Thanksgiving, so it's.
I've heard Graham. I've heard
Elliott.
Ellison.
Sorry.
And
Rodney Ellison. Yeah.
Well, we can say it now. Anderson County's out. I've heard their defense coordinator.
Ain't nobody from AC going to Clinton.
Right. You wouldn't think so.
Did he apply?
I don't know. I'd like to know that.
Oh, no, ain't.
But I'm pretty sure that one of the big names, the 2 biggest names I've heard is Caillou Graham and Rodney Ellison.
Yeah, those are the names I've been.
Rodney's at Jefferson Middle School, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was at Wartburg and scored a few, I don't know what's going to happen there, but they need to go ahead and make that. We need to know what's going on in Clinton.
I hope they hired a good coach.
Because regardless of
if Graham's there, does the transfer portal help or hurt Clinton?
I think it helps them.
If Ellison's there, help or hurt?
That I'm gonna go 50-50. It helps hurts. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Graham's got the connections and knows folks.
Does it hurt Oliver Springs?
I don't think it hurts. No, the transfer portal. Yeah. I don't think so.
Is Oliver Springs built to make it to the playoffs next year?
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Is Oliver Springs built to compete with Cofield again next year?
Yeah. Where we lose the line, they got a big question mark at quarterback. Now I know who I'm not going. You got Adcock that's played quarterback in his life. And then you got Little Trees, Jack.
Yeah,
they can play quarterback, but you got to replace Luke Treese. I mean, that ain't no small.
No, that ain't easy shoes.
And the thing about Oliver Springs is they return 14. If they all come back, they'll have 14 seniors next year, and you lose your 4 linemen. That's tough.
Yeah.
You lose Cole Jackson. You lose Mason Day.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. And there's a few other. I don't want to leave nobody out, but
yeah,
you still bring back
14 key.
Yeah, your quarterback.
Yeah.
Jaquan.
Yeah.
Jet.
Yeah.
Your linebackers, Thacker.
You got Cooper, Lucas, Cooper.
Thacker, Cooper Jones.
Yeah, and
you got Nathaniel Fletcher at center, which
he should be a two-way
I'm gonna give him a shout
year.
out right here because the man stood up after that Cofield loss when nobody else said a word, and I'm not taking nothing away from the seniors, nothing. The man stood up and said, "Boys, we pick it up right now. We hit the weight room. That's my quarterback."
Wow.
He said, "That's my quarterback. We're all going to be. We're the seniors now."
Yeah.
And not knocking on the seniors, but we're the seniors now.
Yeah.
Starting right now, we're the seniors. And dude, I was like, Nathaniel don't never say a word.
No.
Like they tried to get him for a personal foul. It was on old Bokey. I'm gonna get Bokey one because it was on him. But they tried to say Nathaniel got to, and I went. Nathaniel don't say nothing. and then I heard that little northern accent. Oh yeah, I know who that was. You know what I mean? But hey, I would give Nathaniel credit because he stood off. He stopped coach. Hey, I'm gonna say something.
Yeah, wow.
That's my quarterback.
Good job, kid.
Yeah.
Good job,
Number
kid.
79.
Yeah, good
He's
job.
going to be the anchor.
He should be a two-way player next year.
Oh, he went two-way there towards the end. You know, they was worried about him in the first Cofield game, you know. We didn't want him to get hurt.
That's your
center.
That's your center.
That's your rock.
That's, to me, other people say other positions. That's the most important position on the football field. To me.
I forget who it was. I don't think it was Lombardi. I can't remember who it was, but they said if you was to take a football, if you was to say, let's just say Oak Ridge College, you're going to make a football team.
Yeah.
What's the first position you're going to pick?
Center.
Center.
There's never been a year that I've coached youth football or middle school football or junior high football that I came out and I said, where's my running back? Where's my quarterback?
Right.
Never. The first thing I got to get figured out is who's going to touch the ball more than anybody all year long. Is that center. Sometimes the whistle's going to blow and the quarterback's not going to touch that ball.
Direct snap to the running back.
Sometimes
center
it's
touches every time.
Every single time you come up, to me, the most important player on that field is the center. The job that center has to do, he has to snap the ball to the quarterback, then remember a blocking scheme,
right.
Or where I'm going to block. Who do I have to hit?
Well, it's just like Jonathan Cox said right here and said, Cooper Mays is calling the shots. He's calling out what the defense is doing, relaying it to the quarterback.
Yes.
So the quarterback, because he's a sophomore or freshman, whatever quarterback.
Yes.
That's the man.
Yes.
Peyton Manning will tell you, I used to cuss Jeff Saturday out. That's my best friend. You know what I mean?
That's right.
You know,
that's right.
You gotta.
That's the most important.
Jason Kelsey. Yeah, we all love Travis Kelsey. He's, you know.
Yeah.
Rico Suave, you know, and it looks good, but his brother is the better Kelsey, because not only did he protect the Philadelphia Eagles in his line, he protected his brother.
That's right.
And I don't get that's a whole nother subject, but he got him into Cincinnati and said, you know, he liked the little party life, you know, but help my brother.
Yeah.
But, you know, Jason, and, you know, Philadelphia has now, where are we, 12 weeks into the season? In the last 2 or 3 weeks, has figured out how to work without him. That's how more important that center was.
Absolutely.
It was 10 weeks into the season.
Absolutely.
You're still trying to figure out how to scheme.
Exactly.
Because he calls it out.
Got a little bit off subject there, but the center is 100%. To me, my opinion.
Well, this is a good last show, man. We just subjects are out the window. You know what I mean? Hey, I love you.
It's been a great season too.
Yeah.
So, but all of the East Tennessee teams are out except for Alcoa.
Yeah, and they're gonna win it.
Maryville got beat.
They was winning. South Bend
Anderson County got beat.
Gosh.
Oak Ridge got beat.
Yeah.
That just leaves us.
That broke my. And I ain't even a Wildcat roll, but I broke my heart. I so thought we had that thing.
When I seen my son get burned on that play, man, I said, "Oh gosh."
Well, I mean that happens. I mean, you know.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I knew he got down on himself. I knew they took him out.
You gotta think it's a sophomore.
But he's
All
a
right.
sophomore.
That's a sophomore.
He's a sophomore.
Will Presley, as a junior, scolded a senior prop. I don't know if he's a senior or not, but that kid's still number 2. You know what I mean? It happens.
It happens.
And I hope that the rest of the team picks him up. Let's move on.
Yeah.
We got next year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I've seen him play ball, and he gonna be just fine.
I think so.
Things happen.
I think so. I'm gonna have to pick him up. He gets
If
down.
that's the one play of the whole game he got burnt, because the rest of the time he done pretty good.
I think so.
I watched him. I mean, you got a sophomore and a junior. You got Q over here.
Yeah.
You know, and they picked on Q a little bit, but I mean, you know, Sevier County just had a game plan, and you know what? They didn't panic.
They did not.
They got down 27-17 halfway through the third quarter, and all of a sudden it was like pow pow. That quarterback's good.
Sophomore, I think.
Yeah, I ain't gonna.
I think he's a sophomore.
He is. Hats off to him. I mean,
they put down a good game plan. But hey, guys, we're gonna take a small commercial break. Call us here on the show 865-483-8112. Tell us what you think. Tell us about the classifications. Tell us about. Oh my, we got an update. 40-40, fourth quarter.
Fourth
overtime. 40-40, Georgia versus Georgia Tech, and I know you're rooting for Georgia Tech to win this ball game. So tune in. If you make someone aware, if you're watching this, please share. Call us here on the show 865-483-8112. We'll be right back.
This holiday season, enjoy a fun and festive ice skating rink courtesy of the Free Medical Clinic of Oak Ridge at the entrance of the Oak Ridge High School at the tennis courts from December 21st to January the 1st. Open daily from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., giving you a chance to skate with your family and friends all day. Adults $15 and kids under 12 $10 with a $3 discount if you have your own skates. Come make memories on the ice. A perfect holiday outing for all ages. Brought to you by the Free Medical Clinic. For more information, go to fmcor.org. fmcor.org.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores, and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies' boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means pulling alongside my clients and being their partner. It means keeping my clients informed through the legal process, which can be overwhelming. At OAB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
What does strength in numbers mean to you? At Covenant Health, it means we see nearly 2.2 million visits annually. It means our 13,000 dedicated experts are all working together for a common goal. With over 150 locations throughout East Tennessee, you'll always find an open door to care. Because we are committed to being the first, best, and strongest choice for the one number who matters most. You. Covenant Health. Let our strength be yours.
1 in 7 people will need a blood transfusion during their life. That's 1 person every 2 seconds receiving a life-saving product. At Medic Regional Blood Center, we are the primary blood provider for 25 hospitals in 23 East Tennessee and southeastern Kentucky counties. Started in 1958, Medic has been serving Knoxville and the surrounding areas for 66 years. For 1 hour of your time, you can save a life. Visit medicblood.org for more information on blood donation.
What is strength when you're battling cancer? Is it a shoulder to lean on? A voice of hope? Is it confidence in the most available care options? Or is it unmatched expertise answering your hardest questions? Giving you the courage to move forward. At Covenant Health, we think it means all of this and more. For you. Let our strength be yours.
I wanted to continue my education after high school, but my family and I didn't think we could afford it. Then I found out that Roane State has the options to make college possible. Now I'm pursuing my dreams and will make my family and community proud.
Kathy May Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy May Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We built our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
Get ready for the ultimate celebration at the Free Medical Clinic of Oak Ridge, New Year's Eve 2025 countdown. First ever ice skating rink. Live bands rocking the stage. On December 31st at 8K Bissell Park, Oak Ridge. Food trucks. This is free to the public because of our amazing event sponsors. Bring your lawn chairs. Ring in the new year with your family and friends. Enjoy spectacular fireworks show that will light up the sky. Don't miss the grand finale, the epic T-Cat Harriman, one-of-a-kind atomic bomb drop at midnight. For more information, go to fmcor.org.
Welcome back to the Free Medical Clinic Friday Night Scoreboard with Coach J and DJ. We love you. Guys, thanks for sharing the show. The Free Medical Clinic. Did you know if you don't have health insurance, you can count on the Free Medical Clinic to help you with your medical needs? Just go to fmcor.org and get your first appointment now. There is never a charge for a doctor's visit. Never a charge. Shout out to Free Medical Clinic. They do great stuff.
Yeah, that's an amazing thing.
They provide no charge primary and preventative care for residents of Anderson, Morgan, and Roane counties. So if you're a student at Roane State or TCAT, you can have free access as well. So again, fmcor.org. Set up your first appointment tonight. Let me say it like I'm from the country. Tonight.
I heard that. I walked up behind that goalpost. First thing Jermaine Blair said, I hate to say Jermaine. All you gotta say Blair around here. He said, Smith Road in the house.
Smith Road in the house.
I said, yeah, how about that first show? Smith Road. He said, I seen that. Good man's watching.
Shout out to Coach Blair.
Yeah.
Coach Blair, I'm glad he was able to make the game, because those seniors out there were his kids.
Yeah.
Including my son.
Yeah.
those seniors were his kids, and I want to say 98% of them.
You know,
his kids.
And it's like Tay. Hey, he said, I know you.
Did he?
I said, yeah. I said, yeah. He said, you helped out in Little League a little bit. I said, well, yeah, man, Tennessee Jays and Norton. Hey, shout out to Norwood, man. There's a lot of kids out there on that football field that done come through that youth program and got to go balls.
Listen,
I heard TJ. I heard his name a lot.
TJ Hitman, senior, number 56.
Eubanks,
bad boy.
Going to UT Martin. Yeah. I heard that.
Yeah, signs this week.
Yeah, that's all right.
I think Monday through Wednesday.
Monday they had all them kids lined up out there going to the fourth quarter.
They need to do stuff like that every quarter.
Yeah, and then they said he couldn't be out there because he's in the huddle.
He was on the football field. That's right.
Playing a game, man. I mean,
Tavares A3, a.k.a. T. Ray. Who else was out there? Big Jared Baffert.
Q.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm going to tell you, the kid from Norwood who's never played ball anywhere else but Norwood, King Sandoval, number 52, with major playing time throughout the playoffs, even started a few games. Big King Sandoval started as a freshman.
That's all right
for the Oak Ridge Wildcats. A freshman starting in the playoffs for the Oak Ridge Wildcats.
I ain't seen them in a long time.
They was up top. I seen them. I got to say hi to them, hug Mike.
How many steps is it?
72 steps.
I know that's right.
72 steps.
You know what was the first thing I looked at was trying to count them things. DJ knows them steps.
72 steps. It is the... Now, I tell you what, back in the day when I used to go up and down those 72 steps, I didn't feel it.
Right.
So today I go down with my buddies down the 72 steps and got to hang out with the Rivalry Thursday crew, seen some people, hey, ho, holla, blase, blase. Then I had to walk up those 72 steps.
That's the bad part.
I almost called the ambulance.
Yeah. I would.
It was rough, man.
Yeah, when you come, what's something about steps is when you walk, when you're coming down them, I got to run. I can't. Going up to things, I'm like, man, 1, 2, 3, 4.
You got to do it like we did hide and seek back in the day.
Yeah.
1, 2, skip a few, 99, 100.
Yeah, gone.
Yeah.
I never forgot about the 1, 2, skip a few. I'm coming.
That's how you got to do that, man.
I know that's right.
Oh, shoot. But, yeah, 72 steps of history. And the history of those steps are not the same as the history they are today. Today we'll just talk about those 72 steps. Well, the history of those 72 steps is you had 100 kids lined up, those 72 steps, patting kids coming down the steps.
High-fiving.
Absolutely. The Boys and Girls Club was loaded.
The guy from the national championship team, the older fella that let them down, it's been a few years back. I'm way off the subject here, but he let them. He's off the national championship team. Was it 52? When they won the national championship?
I don't know.
Oak Ridge has won the national championship one time. I think it's 52 team. Anyways, I remember looking back and that older man walking the team down.
Wow.
Now that's what you got to find. Find some guys off that
91.
Better yet, just celebrate the 91 team next season.
Yeah.
Off the rip.
Off the rip.
And invite that whole team back, put them on the field, their families show up, their families show up. And right there's your first one.
There goes your tradition.
And then your next one, go back whenever, I'm not an Oak Ridge guy, but I know 91 was the last time they won a title.
Yeah, it was.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
But that was tough.
They've been to the state a couple times since then. But
they almost went tonight.
They almost went tonight. Say it again.
They almost went tonight. And 3 years ago, they went.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. Yeah,
now, nobody expected that team to do that either.
No.
And this team tonight was just like that team. No, man, I've done heard people. Oak Ridge.
This is the Ray County got them.
Yeah.
McMinn County
Ray
got
County's
them.
a thorn in their side.
Yeah.
No, guess what? They're a really good Sevier County team away from hats off to Sevier County. I mean, they done beat the last 3 state champions. 5A.
Yeah.
They're undefeated.
They're 14-0, bro.
Who they got? Do you know? Right
they will play Pace, and
they got a shot.
Well, let's just say Pace has allowed, so they scored 7 on them today.
Team
yeah,
all season.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
Sevier County, great. No, really. Great season. I ain't trying to be funny, but great. You know, you ain't allowed 24 points, and Oak Ridge just put 34 on you.
Yeah.
Page.
Yeah. So
I wonder how
they allowed
they
7
scored
today. So that adds up to, so it was 18 before the day, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 25 points the whole playoffs.
14 games. Yeah. Shout out to Paige.
Yeah. And they just mauled whoever they played today. What was the final score, Paige? Something to 7. 31-7.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I guess my final game.
The free medical clinic is there. Because they're giving clinics every Friday, baby. They're giving clinics every Friday,
That's what
baby.
the doctor ordered right there, boy. You know, just in, the goalpost from Macon County is in a pond. It's not in a river or lake. It's in a pond.
You know what, man? I'm glad you said that, and I'm going to change subjects here. Guys, if you want to give us a call in, give us a call in. We'll talk about college football in here in just a minute. We're going to end the show same about time. It's 12 o'clock. But this is your last time to call in if you guys want to call in. Thank you for joining the show and being so supportive of us over the past few weeks. But I want to switch gears here. You know what I'm tired of seeing? I'm tired of seeing the fans in college football rush the football field and the game is not over.
Right.
I've seen that too many times this year.
It used to be you seen it in Cal Stanford, you know, from the 80s or whatever, every so often throughout the years, but now it's all the time.
But why?
Right.
That is, it's not professional for one. Somebody's going to get hurt. There's going to be a lot of people in the hospital. And then they're tearing down scoreboards. I mean, daggone field goal posts.
And they charge another team.
Well, can't we act like, exactly.
Right.
We act like we've been here before, and if you've not been there, let's act like you have.
Right. I really hope Tennessee don't beat Alabama next time they play in Knoxville, because there goes another goalpost.
There goes another.
Even though it's supposed to happen now. I'm a Vols fan, boys. Don't get me wrong, but boys, we got to quit tearing that down at goalposts on.
Something has to be done about that. So, and I think what's going to happen, because it's so dangerous, and it's dangerous for the team that loses, because then you have heckling fans coming out there, ha-ha-ha-ing you.
Yeah.
Ha-ha-ha, ha-ha-ha.
Right.
You're going to get the wrong one, and
there's the melee.
Booyah.
Yeah, that many people, it just takes a little spark.
Exactly. So I just think it's dangerous, and I really hope they stop doing that or start building a structure where they can't do it. But I love the culture. I love everybody's there and they're supportive, and you know it's great. But I just think it's dangerous, and I don't like.
I mean, it's still against the law to go on the field.
It is.
You can't stop it all. I guess 107,000 people are going. They're going.
30 seconds to go in the game.
Right.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, you know, Tennessee threw golf balls, you know, so who knows what's fixing to happen. I got a TikTok me throwing bottles. Where's my golf ball?
Oh, man. So let me ask you, big games happened today. Is that Georgia game still going on?
It's still going.
What overtime are we in? Eighth overtime. What's the score? 42-42.
We went from now we can't score at all. If Georgia scores right here, it's over. I still got it right there.
So it looks like they're probably going to score.
Well, they've had 3 tries at it now. It's been the fifth overtime the last time anybody scored. So we've been 3 overtimes, nobody scored.
Wow. So go Vols.
Right.
Go Vols. But
there it is. That's it. Georgia just scored. Yeah.
Wow.
We
so does that hurt them in their committee decision, or they got a W, so they stay on top?
They got the W. If you're going to count some Indiana and Penn State wins, you're going to count that Georgia win right there. But they still got the SEC championship. Who they're going to play, we figure out tomorrow when Texas A&M play.
You're right.
Which is, they said that when Texas decided to join the SEC, the moment they decided, they automatically put them against Texas A&M at the end of the season. Sold out the tickets day one.
Wow.
A&M wants this. I picked A&M to cover.
Wow.
I think they're going. They got a good shot at winning.
So if Texas loses tomorrow versus A&M,
A&M goes to the SEC championship against Georgia. Georgia's an automatic in.
How? Why? Because the numbers.
Because of their SEC record. And then if
Texas A&M did that good this year?
So Texas A&M has 2 SEC losses, and Texas has 1. But if Texas A&M beats Texas will have 2, but they'll have the tiebreaker in their end. How Tennessee's not in? It's the Vols, baby.
But I'm glad they're not in, because then they don't have to go play the SEC championship.
You didn't want that one, because if you lose it, you're out.
Absolutely.
They're in now.
Absolutely.
I think they beat Vandy.
Beat Vandy.
Dylan Sampson said this is our playoff. Our playoffs start this week, not next week.
Yeah.
They start this week.
Absolutely.
I put the team on my back. Let's go.
Beat Vandy. We're on our way to the playoffs.
Best defense in the country.
Right now, where we stand is we play Georgia first.
As they got it right now, it's 8 and 9. Yeah.
We play Georgia first.
It's going to change, but as at this moment,
yeah,
that's who we play.
That ain't who you want to play the first
not in Athens. No, not after that close whatever debacle they about at.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, so I'm more of a fan of let's get through this little crap years, and let's fast forward 2 years, because they're supposed to change it to 14 teams and take the top 14.
Well, they're
no matter what you are, no matter what you're called. Because here's what's going to be bad: is you're going to have a Big 12 team that's all right. I ain't trying to take nothing away from Colorado's 8-2. They won today. So Colorado won today. They got to win. So if Iowa State, BYU, and the other stinky team loses, 2 of those have to lose, and Colorado could be in. But you're going to have possibly a really bad Big 12 team take the place of an Alabama. Alabama's still got a 37% chance of getting in with 3 losses.
With 3 losses.
That's how good the SEC really is.
Yeah.
Because like Penn State's got like 8 games where nobody has more than 6 wins. And they got beat by the only team that played, Ohio State.
Right.
Which got beat by the only team Oregon's really played. Oregon won by 1 point to Boise State.
Yeah.
And that's Boise State's one loss, is 1 point loss to the number 1 team in the country. And per se, the way the world looks at it.
And they're farther back.
They're 12th. They're not even. They're.
So this is what I got to say about all
Indiana. Indiana got boat raced by Ohio State. The only game they've played all year long.
Yeah.
And I'm not sold that Michigan don't show up and give Ohio State all they can handle.
Exactly.
Because that means something to them.
Absolutely.
And they've won the last 3.
Absolutely.
Even though Michigan's not very good, it's one of them games.
Oh, Georgia Tech's not
very
good.
I would do anything to see Michigan beat Ohio State.
Exactly.
Shake it up.
So this is my beef with this ranking stuff. You take your Boise State, you take your Oregon, you take your BYU, your Indiana, and give me one more jet that's out there that's not SEC.
Penn State.
Penn State. You take those 5
They're
teams.
4th.
You take those teams and you throw in, check me out now, Mississippi State, Arkansas, Vanderbilt, Kentucky. Give me one more from the SEC that's at the bottom.
Give any one of those teams right there Florida's schedule, and they're cooked.
Period.
Give them Arkansas. Florida has I ain't never seen a schedule like that. And they prevailing to 5-4 right now.
Exactly.
People count them out.
Exactly.
And they took us to overtime.
Exactly.
You can't. If Ohio State was to take Bokey, here's another shout out. If Ohio State was to take Arkansas' schedule, they're not even ranked anymore.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only thing I don't like about.
There we go.
Let's get him.
The man.
What's going on?
Oh man, rough night
for East Tennessee unless you're a tornado.
Well, Smoky Bears.
Yeah.
What an unbelievable season to the Smoky Bears.
Wow. What a ball game.
What a great game. I got to watch a lot of it on TV and watching Anderson County on the computer. And those Anderson County and Oak Ridge, what a great season they both had.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So nothing to hang your hat on or head down. But, when you get that close, you want to go ahead and clock into that championship game.
Yeah, I planned to come on here, and while I was on the Friday night Scoreboard show, I was going to start booking my room.
I done had the cigars ready.
Yeah.
Put them back on the shelf.
Well, I had mine, and I was going to wait to smoke it, but I had to.
Yeah. Brad would have enjoyed when he showed up, big cloud of smoke in here.
What'd you think about a Sevier King's quarterback? They get to watch him in person.
Wow.
He's good.
Impressive. Sophomore. He has size. He has speed. He has IQ. He never panicked. And, man, I see why they are where they are now.
He throws a lot of screens. I ain't going to take nothing away from him. He does throw a lot of screens.
But he threw a couple big plays that overthrew him. And those guys was wide open.
It was a shootout, man.
Two
really.
big touchdowns.
In all honesty, it was like that first Cofield game. 9-point game don't justify the game.
Right.
I mean? That was a ball game.
It was a ball game. It was.
I enjoyed.
You see my son get burnt out there?
Well, no,
I'm about to get you off that boy now.
I thought the play of the game was when Oak Ridge or Sevier County, when they're down 3, throws about that 70-yard pass, 70-yard pass down about 10 and score the next play. And that was I thought that sparked them and got them going.
Yeah.
And kind of led them and took the momentum. But, I will say this. I think the play calling for Sevier County is really good. Matt Penland calls their offense. He just got a good feel for the game. And, he played football at Carson Newman. You can tell he was a quarterback. He's just a good feel for that game. And I think he's personnel. And it's hard to know what they're doing. They're not predictable.
Right.
At all.
Yeah, so I thought that was good. But I thought that was kind of the changing point in the game. And I sent Ben Downs, the guy from Anderson County, principal Anderson County, a text. And I thought the play of the game if Anderson County won, I don't know if y'all got to see this. Strickland somehow gets up high enough to tip the high snap on about his own 5, running left and punts it to the 50. And I thought if Anderson County goes on to win this game, that would be the winning play. But, from my understanding, it was wild down there. They were shooting off fireworks like crazy and trying to give Anderson County maybe just a dose of their own medicine.
But they almost played into their home field advantage there.
Really? They were shooting off fireworks down there?
Yes. I thought it was a joke when I read the text, and I texted back and said, "Are you serious?" They said they've been firing off fireworks since they run out of the tunnel.
Wow. That's exactly what they tried to do.
But that anytime an East Tennessee team loses to a Middle Tennessee team, it kind of shocks me. Hey, guys, I've not watched much tonight. I watched this Georgia Tech game, 8 overtime game. Did Maryville or Oakland win?
Oakland won.
How big was that? What was the score? Do y'all know?
Yeah, 21-13.
21-13. So it was a defensive battle.
Maryville was leading it most of the game, from what I could. I mean, I'm in the parking lot trying to listen to Oak Ridge announcer while watching Anderson County on TV while listening to Cofield on the radio. You know.
Yeah.
South Pitt game. I didn't get a score for that either.
31-6.
Yeah, 31-6.
South Pittsburgh.
South Pittsburgh.
South Pitt won.
Yeah. See, the only body alive in East Tennessee is those tornadoes, man.
And the Smoky Bears, you keep discounting the Smoky Bears.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, they beat Oak Ridge, so. Yeah. And the Smoky Bears. Shout out to them, man. What a great season they had, dude. I mean, 2 weeks ago.
About this, DJ, before you say that, because you're about to say something about great season, I want to hear what you had to say. But before you say that, Powell, West, Oak Ridge, and now they're in Chattanooga. Think about that road. Powell, West, Oak Ridge, and West and Oak Ridge were both on the road.
So, and that's what I was going to say, man. 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, they're at Powell. Well, they're Smoky Bears. The Powell Panthers are at the Smoky Bears, and they're down 24-10 at home with 4 minutes to go in the ball game.
Yeah.
And miraculously come back and win that ball game. Have a tight game. They can't even score versus West, and wind up going into 2 overtimes and pull that off. But before overtime, they had a great play at the end because West could have won that ball game with a minute something to go.
Yep.
And they had a great play. Same thing with Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge had this game won, so you thought. They never gave up. They never panicked, and here they come back rolling in, and Wildcats served turfers on their turf and knocked them out. So, man, just shout out to the Smoky Bears.
Did the quarterback throw an interception in that, Sevier County?
Our quarterback did. No interceptions.
See,
and that was
your
a difference too.
Oak Ridge threw the interception early.
Yeah, 2 plays in the game.
Yeah, and then they went right and scored.
Yeah.
Right there, you know, but here he is. Here's his quarterback now. I mean, he throw 3 touchdowns tonight?
1, 2.
I know.
Probably 4.
And you're looking at no picks, so you're topping 40 touchdowns now with 1 pick.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be on 5-star preps.
Whoa.
Yeah, I do think he was high 30s, no interceptions.
He needs to be on Edge Sports.
But I do think that. Hey, I'll tell you, I just got this text. I guess the people are watching, and as we're just kind of talking through this at the end of the year. And the question I just got a text, who has a harder road next year, Anderson County or Oak Ridge with the new alignment?
Anderson County.
Yeah.
Anderson. But you think that's because of Alcoa, or do you?
Alcoa.
Because I mean, Oak Ridge is a little bit deeper. If you look at the region versus Anderson County's region. Anderson County's region outside Alcoa not real good, but Anderson County, I guess, have to go through Greenville, Elizabeth, and Alcoa now to get to where they're trying to get to with that program.
Well, where Anderson County plays Greenville in the 3rd round, now it's Alcoa plays Greenville in the 3rd round.
And I only say Anderson County because they're not moving anywhere. Somebody's moving into their territory, and it's
going to take a load to beat Alcoa.
It's a hell of an Alcoa team. We all know that. And Oak Ridge, you know, you can say the same for them because they're moving up. But I've seen their schedule, you know, outside of Melville and Bearden. You know, I think Oak Ridge has a great chance to march their way into the playoffs again. And Coach Ring is a hell of a coach, man.
He's a good playoff coach. He's a good playoff coach. Coach called that earlier in the season.
Yeah.
That when he gets to the playoffs, Ring knows how to play in the playoffs.
I've joked around and messed around here on the show and said, you know, Ring made me mad or whatever because I'm worried about certain. But that dude knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I like Coach Ring. So, and we're young, man. Oak Ridge is young. I was telling Jed, number 52, King Sandoval has started every game in the playoffs, and he's a freshman, right?
Yeah.
A stud freshman wide receiver coming up, you know, alongside with Will Presley.
I mean, that's Howard, Presley, Stainsbury. I mean,
yeah, and Howard's a sophomore. Demillion Porter's a sophomore.
Sophomore?
He's a sophomore.
Dude,
yeah,
come on.
21. He's a sophomore. So, man, I mean, I like Oak Ridge next year. I'm not just saying that as an Oak Ridge fan. I just think they have a chance to get towards the playoffs. And looking to Oak Ridge moving up to 6A, I don't think anybody's expecting that state championship. Anderson County, on the other half, on the other hand, they're always looking to make that push, right? Nobody expects them to lose tonight. So, and that's the only reason why I pick AC is having a rougher road is because they're already there and then adding Alcoa.
I'll go with AC because of Alcoa. That's point blank.
But I think, too, returning what you're looking at, just the big picture, I think Anderson County loses their quarterback. And I heard tonight every starter on the offense and defensive line are seniors. And then you lose Strickland, and I think Strickland is the best player on that team.
He's a bad boy.
I think he's the most valuable player on that team. And they lose him, and then they lose, Mr. Football candidate LaRue.
Yeah.
So I would say, do the Mavs go to the transfer portal, or do they start young?
Whoa, hold on. Wait. Transfer portal. Is it going to happen?
It's happening in June.
Is it going to happen?
I think it has a really good chance of happening, but I think there will be some
stipulations on
it because I think if you ask the question to people, has this really helped college football and college basketball and everything, I think the answer is going to be no. I don't think the coaches in the NCAA like it, so I think you got to draw a fine line here of how this goes on and what happens here. So I do think I think we're going to get some form, but I would say that probably will not take place until the 2026 school year.
Yeah.
And they need to get everything lined up and how to do it, but I think they're continuing to get pushed. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. So, but a great year for all the local teams. I hate that we're only going to have basically 2 teams in our coverage area this year. You got Alcoa and Sevier County.
Yeah.
There's been years where we've had 4 or 5.
Yeah.
In our coverage area, but unfortunately it's just going to be 2 this year.
Yeah.
But great year, guys. Great job on the show tonight. And TJ and Jet, you all should be proud of your boys and soak up that time and enjoy those moments with those kids and enjoy the journey with them. Y'all got them in a good place, and both of them had good years. Both teams had good years, and I know y'all probably looking forward to spring practice.
No doubt, Coach.
I appreciate it, man. Hey, I can't wait till this next year. So you better bring me back on.
Oh, you're coming.
Yeah, I've had too much fun.
I'm gonna make sure you're here and make sure you bring a shotgun too.
I think every once in a while we need to throw in a basketball show.
I'm only going to Cox games. I heard he had the best AAU team in the nation.
Yeah, he does.
5-star preps. That's all the games I want to go to.
Yeah, well, we need to make sure we keep getting good players. That's how you have a good team.
So let me ask you before you get off here. If you had a superpower, would you rather be fast or strong?
I got Marcellus Jackson sitting here beside me, so I'm going to say fast.
All right. What about invincible or a super high power, like jumping high powers?
Oh, invincible.
Invincible for sure. Who does the transfer portal help? Does it help Clinton?
What's that?
Who does the transfer portal help? Does it help Clinton?
I don't know. They were the Knoxville Dragons last year, and it didn't help them.
Does it help Anderson County?
Oh, it's always has.
Does it help Bearden?
They don't need it.
You're right.
They don't need it.
Who prevails off the transfer portal?
Private schools.
Catholics.
Private schools, that's right.
Concord is coming up.
Yeah, Catholic, Concord, Grace. Grace has a lot of momentum right now. They've got coaches, kids want to play where they throw the football and score a lot of points, and that's who it helps. That these public schools, I can't believe they actually want it to be legal, because right now any kid can go private, follow me here, private to public and be eligible. You go public to private right now and you're not eligible.
Wow.
You're just not eligible. So I don't know why all these public schools want it, because really what's going to happen, about 7-8 years ago when all these public schools wanted the privates out, the privates weren't as good. They've got better. They want them all together where they got better. Now these public schools want the transfer portal, and the only people it's going to help is the privates. Because you can say what you want to. The transfer portal's open right now. A kid that goes to Oak Ridge, he can go to Powell and be eligible.
Yeah.
A kid that goes to Oak Ridge, go to Harris County and be eligible.
Yeah.
A kid that goes to Campbell County, go to Harris County and be eligible. It's proven. But what's not proven is kids going to the private schools have not been able to become eligible, and they're getting ready to be, and that will be the worst thing that can happen, especially if the school vouchers follow.
So you said public to private, from private to public, you can be eligible. Well, they deemed my son ineligible from a Concord Christian that wasn't TSSAA sanctioned certified and only played JV ball games, left Concord to come to Oak Ridge, and they deemed him ineligible. Do you think there was a hoax? Is somebody behind that, or what do you think the answer is behind that?
You know, I would have to look at that specific situation, but it is very rare this day and time that is not. I mean, if you look at it, it's very, very rare. I bet, DJ, if you went back and did some research, if there was 10 cases this year from public or from private to public, I bet 8 of them were eligible.
That was an inside job, wasn't it, to make my boy ineligible?
Something sounded weird there. When you told me that story, it just don't add up. Now, I can't say it was inside. I'd have to look at the case and do it case by case. But I would say 8 out of 10 are eligible.
They didn't even have kickoffs or punt returns.
Yes, I know it never has been sanctioned.
They did none of that.
They ain't never been in the league since 2009.
Something did add up.
When you was there, they wasn't. Them kids couldn't.
Exactly.
They tried
that was an inside job.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he wound up being a starter, whoever did.
Y'all have a great night.
Hey, hold on a second. I want y'all to know.
Y'all do a great job, and hopefully Sevier County can find a way to score some points. I think Page maybe giving up 20 points on the year, 24 points on the year, and hopefully, I'm always cheering for local teams. And I'd say Alcoa goes out of 3A with a bang.
Yeah. Go Smoky Bears.
See you guys. Have a good one.
See you, buddy. Hey, y'all almost made it the whole season without that old Jet wearing any purple. Huh?
Almost.
Yeah. I got the popsicles on, baby. I had to.
Hey, that was good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. I felt bad because I showed up with a white sweater and purple shoes. I looked over their sideline. I'm like, oh, God, they're purple and white.
Yeah, they are.
I don't mind it. Go Wildcats. I did. I didn't mean to.
Man, that's all good, though.
I was going to say, Cheeto, man. That's one you need to get on here. I don't know if you've had him before, but you need to get him on here. That kid's going somewhere in baseball, man.
I've invited him. He said he's not ready for the public domain yet, but yeah.
Man, he is such a humble, good kid.
Yeah, and that's what it
we
is.
all love Cheeto, but I don't know why I got on his subject, but I seen him tonight, and, much love to him. Coach Jet, I'll never forget that. Yeah. He's going somewhere.
Yeah, he's definitely going somewhere. Yeah. I see that for sure. Well, we're going to probably end the show here. You got anything left for the folks?
Go Bobcats. It's basketball season.
Hey, how about ending the show with Cox calling in?
That's good.
That's how we're supposed to end it.
It is. If somebody starts calling now, they ain't getting on.
Yeah.
We're ending it right now.
It's over with.
Our boy called. You know what I mean?
Shout out to the Free Medical Clinic, though. Super shout out for them for doing the sponsorship here and allowing us to do this. Yeah. And so shout out to them, man.
Yeah, and all the other sponsors and all the coaches that called in, all the fans that called in. Mr. Hendricks and I, we should have done. Somebody should have called him and said, "Hey, we're putting the show on tonight." He makes me laugh.
Yeah,
he makes me smile.
And I get to count.
Is bright. He knows.
Yes,
I like to. Yeah, hey, I wouldn't mind. We all just forced it here.
Yeah,
like Cox said,
Absolutely.
I've enjoyed it, and DJ, I appreciate you. The Action Sports, I was kind of skittish, and then I was really skittish about these. But I've had fun.
Yeah.
I look forward to it. And I got this show.
Yeah.
Like I told my wife, I'm famous.
That's right, baby.
I'm on TV. I'm from Smith Road. You know what I mean?
That's right, baby.
Ain't no better Smith Road on TV, baby.
Well, couldn't have been a better personality than you. You definitely have a TV personality. And
I appreciate it.
You know the sport.
Yeah.
So, and you know all the local communities. You know a lot of the kids. So you know.
You have to bring me on a little bit on basketball. I like that whole.
I need a co-host for Exigent Sports.
Well, every once in a while, you know. I mean,
Well, when you're free, just tell me.
I don't mind to do it with you.
You're my co-host. Make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put the special guest right here, and we'll just badger him.
Absolutely. You know who's going to be first?
Who?
The first day you come on, my special guest is going to be Shelly Burgess.
There we go. I think they like golf out there in Coalfield better than do basketball, and they don't even play golf. So, I mean, sorry, Shelly. I love you.
I love you.
And Way's going to do his thing in basketball.
Yeah, light him up, Way.
We're going to smoke you.
Is Jaquan playing?
He didn't come to practice, but, I mean, he's on. I don't know.
I don't know.
Jaquan, come on, man.
Yeah, well, guys, we love you. Thank you for joining us here. It's been a great season, great football all year long, great talks with Cox, Jet, myself. We really enjoyed all of you. We have so much gratitude that you guys follow and call in and talk to us and give us your opinions and share the podcast. We really appreciate that. But it's over. This is the last show for this Friday night scoreboard. But next year we're coming back. We're coming back bigger. We're coming back with a lot more advanced technology. We're going to have a lot more highlights. We're going to have sideline interviews. The list goes on and on. We're growing communications. Shout out to Brad Jones. Shout out my man CJ back there.
Yeah, behind the scenes.
Yeah, absolutely. CJ holds it down for me, the best producer out there. I really appreciate everything that he does. Jed, I appreciate you joining the show. Cox, we love you, man. And guys, until next year.
Hey, Wartburg, welcome to the show.
Have a blessed night, guys.
This holiday season, enjoy a fun and festive ice skating rink courtesy of the Free Medical Clinic of Oak Ridge at the entrance of the Oak Ridge High School at the tennis courts from December 21st to January the 1st. Open daily from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Giving you a chance to skate with your family and friends all day. Adults $15 and kids under 12 $10 with a $3 discount if you have your own skates. Come make memories on the ice. A perfect holiday outing for all ages. Brought to you by the Free Medical Clinic. For more information, go to fmcor.org. fmcor.org.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
To me, being an attorney means more than practicing just law. It means pulling alongside my clients and being their partner. It means keeping my clients informed through the legal process, which can be overwhelming. At OAB Law, we stand with you because communication is key.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
What does strength in numbers mean to you? At Covenant Health, it means we see nearly 2.2 million visits annually. It means our 13,000 dedicated experts are all working together for a common goal. With over 150 locations throughout East Tennessee, you'll always find an open door to care, because we are committed to being the first, best, and strongest choice for the one number who matters most. You. Covenant Health. Let our strength be yours.
1 in 7 people will need a blood transfusion during their life. That's one person every 2 seconds receiving a life-saving product. At Medic Regional Blood Center, we are the primary blood provider for 25 hospitals in 23 East Tennessee and southeastern Kentucky counties. Started in 1958, Medic has been serving Knoxville and the surrounding areas for 66 years. For 1 hour of your time, you can save a life. Visit medicblood.org for more information on blood donation.
I wanted to continue my education after high school, but my family and I didn't think we could afford it. Then I found out that Roane State has the options to make college possible. Now I'm pursuing my dreams and will make my family and community proud.
Kathy May Martin has been making real estate dreams a reality for over 3 decades. Buying or selling real estate is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Choosing the right realtor is next. Thinking of buying or selling? Call Kathy May Martin at Coldwell Banker Jim Henry & Associates for all your real estate needs. Rest assured, with Kathy's knowledge and experience, you will be on the winning team.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We built our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
Get ready for the ultimate celebration at the Free Medical Clinic of Oak Ridge, New Year's Eve 2025 countdown. First ever ice skating rink. Live bands rocking the stage. On December 31st at AK Bissell Park, Oak Ridge. Food trucks. This is free to the public because of our amazing events.